Mrs. Mallard, a woman in her late 30s, has just been informed that her husband, Brentley Mallard, has died in a railroad accident. She had been eagerly waiting for his arrival. Instead, she received a telegram announcing his death. She is overcome with sorrow and grief. She falls in her chair and cries inconsolably. She has been married to him for several years, so it takes a while for her to process what has occurred. She withdraws to her room for time alone to think and grieve. Nobody knocks on her door and speaks to her, as it is unclear what might be the best for her at this moment. She started to feel the comfort of having the space to deal with her own emotions. She could feel a sudden sense of relief and joy of breaking away from her husband's dominant presence in her life. She glimpsed and enjoys the thought of breaking away from the imprisoning norms of society. She understands that he will no longer be in her life, but at the same time she realizes that she is now free. She begins to see that his death has allowed her to step away from a life of complete submission to a man. She realizes that now she can live for herself, not just for him. Her heart was buzzed with joy at the thought of a new life independent from her husband. Mrs. Mallard thinks that this change is something that her husband would have wanted for her had he been alive. She began to understand that he was consumed by work and social obligations. She believes that he would have desired for her to find her freedom and independence as a woman. She sees now that his death provides a golden opportunity for her new life to flourish. She suddenly got the awareness that she can now go and chase for her old dreams inhibited by marriage. She wants to go out and reconnect with those old friends, far away from her husband's presence. She ponders how she will never have to get permission to travel. Mrs. Mallard thinks that this is the freedom her husband wanted for her. She celebrates the perspective of having the power to plan her own future. The idea of finally being free of her husband's restrictive life invigorates her. She awakens with a fresh outlook of independence and liberation. Mrs. Mallard's emotions had suspended between joy and sorrow.